Alright, hello. Thank you for joining me. I am going to be playing Hollow Knight today. And probably more than just today. This is probably going to be a long-running thing. I'm coming back to it. I'm coming back to the Steel Soul challenge. This time, I'm coming back with a passion because I would like to beat this video game, Hollow Knight, without dying, even once. And that's going to be difficult. I haven't done that yet. But I am quite good. I do think I'm at the point where I can get this on, probably not my first try, but at least on, I don't know, at least by the 10th, I feel like. If I don't get it by 10, I mean, it's possible that it could go late. Like, who the hell knows, honestly. I don't even know what route I'm going to be taking here for this. All I know is I'm not going to be going through the Radiance, which is a tougher boss. We'll talk about that as we go. But, I had a different playthrough. Actually, I'm just going to jump into it, and we'll go. I'm going to have plenty of time to be talking. There's no reason for me to sit in here doing nothing. I already got a Steel Soul here that I was practicing on earlier, but we don't need that anymore. Alright, Steel Soul. No dying. No dying. So that's what this run is. And I had another... Actually... Yeah, let's talk about this a little bit, too. When wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret, for none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught, we changed, base instincts were redeemed, a world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. So it's kind of vague as hell. You don't really... The story of this game is not presented in a way that is conducive to knowing what the fuck is happening with it. And that's part of the reason why I love it so much, I guess. So, I'm just going to say it outright. This is going to be a spoiler run, extremely spoiler run. Not that it really matters, I suppose, for this game. The story really isn't the reason why you play Hollow Knight, at least not for me. But I don't think spoilers are going to be that big of a deal. There's not really many video games that the story honestly matters that much, where it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you spoiled the story of this game for me. At least I don't feel like that way. Probably a lot of people disagree with that, but what are you going to do? So I'm going to kind of dissect what's happening here a little bit with all of these cutscenes that are happening. Alright, here we go. Let's fucking do this. I'm not even going to go for the money on the left because who needs it? If we're going to be doing multiple Steel Souls, like, I'm fully expecting to die at some point during this run. I'm not expecting to beat the game on my first try here. And so if I'm going to be doing multiple runs, then I can't be wasting my time picking up 5 geo, 5 coins. So, we'll get there. As to go back to the story stuff, actually, Ari Gibson, William Pye, I always miss the names. Whoops, good start. Let's start with the cutscenes that we saw. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Not that we need it. So it starts off with the poem by, I'm pretty sure that was Monomon the Teacher that does that. And so, Monomon the Teacher is one of the, I guess you could say, main bosses of the game. There's 3, like, real bosses that you have to kill in order to, like, basically complete the game. Monomon is one of them. And we'll go into why and what the reasons for that are later. But anyway, he's a teacher. He's a scholar, as you will. And so basically that poem is him talking about the king of this, I guess you could say, nation or land that we're entering currently. Dirtmouth is just the town above this massive colony. Oh, I love this too. So you can just talk to this guy normally. But if you walk away, I just discovered this. He's like, oh, isn't that so sad? Isn't that so sad? So then he actually, oh, you came back. I know, you walk straight past me. Oh, that's so fucking sad. The other residents have all disappeared, headed down that well one by one into the caverns below. Used to be, was a great kingdom beneath, so this is the great kingdom that I was just talking about with the king. It's felt a ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment. The darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad and travelers rob there. So it's just a great start. Just a great establishing, like, what the fuck is happening. You know, it doesn't give you much, like, story. No story beats at all. But it gives you a bunch of mystery. There's a massive underground kingdom that's fallen to ruin. And now there's this shitty little town with nobody else is left. And all these other creatures that used to live there are now monsters, basically. So I just think that's a wonderful start, and this great tune by composer Christopher Larkin is just phenomenal, I think. So yeah, that's what this is probably going to be. It's just me kind of talking about what I love so much about this game while playing through it. Probably faster than what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of taking my time because I'm talking and whatever, but we're not going to be able to do that every time. So this is Forgotten Crossroads. This is the opening section of, you know what, I'm drawing a blank on what the kingdom's name actually is. Wow. It'll come to me. So anyway, the king is a bug. These are all bugs. Everybody's a bug here, except for you, actually. The main character is not a bug. But everything else here is a bug. And you're underground, basically just in the dirt right now. I know this is exactly what underground looks like. But it's an underground bug kingdom. And the king bug that came to this kingdom, he's actually the reason why bugs like Monomon the teacher and others at the time gained consciousness. Like the guy that we just talked to, he's conscious, right? He could talk and speak and whatever. These guys, not so much, right? These guys aren't very fond of talking. And there's reasons for all these things, you know, it's all part of the story, and we're going to talk to this guy because he's just the best. Beautiful ruins, don't mind me. I'm a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. See, it's another one. It's just good character development in, like, 3 lines. You know, I know video games, you got to make your characters interesting quickly because people don't give a shit, but it's just nice. You know, this guy's got interests, he's got desires and goals, and he likes to map and explore and get lost, you know? He's a cartographer. He's working on the map of the area. I guess I spoiled that. Would you like to buy a copy? No, absolutely not. We're not going to be buying maps. It's quite understandable. Exploring without a map, finding your own way through unknown caverns, all very nourishing for the soul. Oh, see, I just love it. Like, there's personality here, you know, some real personality. Some real thought went into these characters, not just, you know, some bullshit. Yeah. So we'll go through things more as we go. He's very friendly. He's just the best. The tune is one thing that this game, typically you die a lot. And typically it's very stressful playing it, because when you die, which we will not be seeing, when you die, for those that don't know, you lose all of your money. So you have to explore this vast kingdom, and if you die, you lose your money. So that can be quite stressful. And so, you know, going through some of the scarier areas or some of the more difficult areas, and you hear that guy's hum, it's a nice little comfort, you know? It's a nice little comfort for a second or two. So I'm going to start picking this up, actually, because I don't want to be here all day on Forgotten Crossroads, of all things. Like, this is not an area that needs to be dwelled on, that's for sure. If I can run through this in like an hour, this would be amazing. Just this first couple areas. I'm taking my time, so it might not be quite an hour, but anyway, let's go back to the story. That was intentional. So Monomon the teacher is talking about the king in that poem. Had gained consciousness. Why the kingdom was a haven, I guess you could say, from the outside, less I don't know, fancy bugs, the ones that don't have consciousness, just regular old bugs. And now, because the king and the kingdom are gone, most of the bugs have reverted to not consciousness, I guess you could say. At least not, you know, they can't talk anymore. This is a good run. Not that it's a big deal. It's Gru's mother. It's not even a first boss, but... Let's go! That's a good start. That's a good omen. Good omen for things to come this run. We're gonna see. It's always the stupidest shit that you end up dying on. That's the thing, is that as you go, you get prepared for the boss fights, right? You don't take the boss, or I don't take the boss fights lightly, so I get the right charms going, I get everything ready to go. It always happens to be when it's some bullshit area that either I've forgotten about is slightly challenging, or I think that, I get egotistical, think that I can handle it better than I can. But that's usually how I die. Now this guy's interesting too, actually.
Oh, whoopa.
Unless you go looking for a couple of things to get him to reveal that to you. And I kind of like that, because throughout the entire game, we're going to see a bunch. A lot of guys, I'm pretty sure even the guy at the start there, it mentions how small you are and how, they... screamed and let's be honest, that's the Hollow Knight, the guy in that cutscene that screamed. You are not the Hollow Knight, which I initially thought. I imagine most everybody does. You are not the Hollow Knight. In fact, this other guy is the Hollow Knight that you gotta kill at the end, and you can potentially become the Hollow Knight. Oof, this guy is just not having a good time of it. Bro, you gotta try a little harder out here.
Namino, namino.
This will run. I make it farther and farther into this game over multiple runs. We'll see. Which ended actually pretty far. I got pretty decently far, a couple hours in at least. And I died to some bullshit both times. So that was something. Also, I'm down 3 hearts. I gotta be watching that because I'm getting a little too loose. A little too loosey-goosey out here with this stuff. How am I doing on Geo? I'm not doing too hot on Geo, actually. I'm gonna need money, but I should get a bunch. Do I need this? This is not worth it, honestly. This is going to be a terrible playthrough for anybody that has not played this game, because I'm not going to be explaining stuff like this. I'm not going to be explaining what I'm doing currently. This is a good charm. I just learned that this is a good charm. I never used to use this, and then just watching YouTube videos or whatever, and they're like, yeah, this is one of the better ones.
Namino, namino.
Yeah. This guy's not very important, so we're not going to listen to his stuff. This is a cool little shrine, though. It is another thing about this game, is that the guys that made it, there's like 3 or 4 guys that made this game. And the 2 main guys that built it were both went to school for art. And so it really shows, I feel like. It's nice, like, just layers on layers on layers, and it all feels really fleshed out, you know? All these different layers of background. Like, they just all blend together. Like, there's this item here that I just broke, there's something in the foreground here, there's the regular background, there's the water dripping off of this thing. It just looks all really good. It just feels natural, you know? Okay, so that was Forgotten Crossroads for the most part. Not going to be coming back here for a while. We are going to go get a real power now. A real power up. Actually, he's going to help me. This is probably one of the nicest looking places in the game. Green path here. We're going to be entering. Ah. See ya. Okay. Now this is still pretty easy for me to navigate, but in a little bit I'm gonna start getting lost, and that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna take a little bit longer. I gotta actually learn the route after this. Like, this part is easy. This one you just go left. It's pretty straightforward. But you can get lost in this game pretty easy. Gotcha, bitch. Man, I am just crushing this. What is that? It's gonna be Geo. I'll take it, I need it. Okay. We are moving. I'm gonna get that one of these days. That's a little... Oh, shit. Oh, let's go. It's a little skip. I'm not defaulting to trying to hit that there. I missed it, but... I'll get it one of these days. I don't think I've ever hit that skip there. That's a speedrunner strat. Howdy, hello, long time no see. Humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead. I must admit, some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. I wonder which one he's talking about. You know what, I'll do this one just because I'm gonna get lost at some point here. It would be nice to have this one at the very least. Oh, he's got a wife. She's open to shop in Dirtmouth. And so sell some of the old maps. Yep. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. There's another thing I like is that this becomes much more handy because this one was pretty easy to find. This time finding him was pretty easy. He's just like right in the way. But oh fuck. But these map things can sometimes help. These little pieces of paper are often pretty useful in guiding you to him. We'll definitely see some examples as we go. Just again, just everything about this game is just great. The world building, the design. I'm gonna keep pointing out as much as I can as we go. Like stuff like that is just, I just love it. You know, it's little details that not only flesh the world out a little bit more, but they make it easier. You know, for you to traverse if you're paying attention at least. Because I know I sure as fuck didn't notice that on my first couple playthroughs. Remember first time I was scared shitless of this guy. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. See, even this guy, he gives you a little bit of respect, actually. He gives you a little bit of respect. He calls you a tiny squib, which, to be fair, you are. But he, you know, he actually does think that maybe you can do this, you know? Maybe you can kill some things. Which we are going to kill a lot of things. That's not a playthrough I would ever... Oh, you son of a bitch. That's not a playthrough I would ever have any interest in doing, is a hitless run of Hollow Knight. That would be brutal. Alright, take that. Alright, what do we got here? We're almost... Oh, there we go. Gotcha. That would have been a hit. This is good, good progress we're making out here. Let's go a little faster though. Oh, actually I want that. I want that though. Thank you. Alright, we got some decent gold, some decent geo here. I'm not going to be buying all the charm and stuff, so it really doesn't matter that much. I will be buying Gathering Swarm. And that's pretty much it for now. I'll get Mark of Pride. Oh, yeah, I need Unbreakable Strength. That's what I'm going to get. I am definitely going to be getting Unbreakable Strength. Ah, shit. And the way that I get Unbreakable Strength is by going through Forgotten Crossroads. So I will have to go after I beat Hornet here. Hornet, that girl that keeps running away from us, is the next boss we're going to be fighting. And she, again, while it doesn't look very much, is a very tough fighter. And one of the first real challenges that players will encounter, because so far, like obviously I've been making this look easy as hell. I know, it looks easy as hell. But, surprise, it's not. At my first playthrough, at least on my first playthrough, I died a lot, especially getting up to Hornet, and then at Hornet even more so. Getting past Hornet is kind of the first major block of the game, I feel like, because up until this point, it's very doable, and you'll die a couple times, I'm sure, on your first playthrough, but it's really not too bad. Oh, son of a bitch. Hornet is the first part where it's like, holy shit, okay, this is actually pretty ruthless. Is this anything? Yeah, let's go. So, she won't be a problem for me. Probably. I shouldn't say it, because last Steel Soul run I almost died to her. I did get down to 1 heart on her last Steel Soul run, so I maybe shouldn't get too cocky, especially not when I'm taking hits like that. But I don't foresee much concern here yet. That's why I've got to rip through this first part of the game, because the first hour or so, you really don't, there's not too much challenge. It's because, like, you do it a million times, right? These guys, of course, make me look bad every single time. Maybe not that time, but... Okay. It's a good run so far. Oh yeah, we gotta get this guy. Are we gonna kill this guy? I don't know. There's a little mini boss. It's holding Zote. I want to play with fire. I'm not gonna play with fire. You son of a bitch. Thank you. Wow, I'm just fucking so good. I cannot wait to die on the smallest, most nothing enemy. We're going to be going to the stag station after this, so I'm not going to head down there yet. So we're going to go to the stag station, and then we're going to get Unbreakable Strength after Gathering Swarm, and from there, not too much else happens for a little while. I guess I just got to kill a bunch of bosses. Oh, shit. Oh, you son of a bitch. Man, this is a good run. Wow, you son of a bitch. I am just fucking slaying out here. Now, this is... I was trying to think about this the other day. The Mothwing Cloak, it lets you do that. Oh, that was quick. What is he? They kind of... Okay, so these are the bosses, the Dreamers they call them. They must be undone. The seals they're talking about. The seals which have sealed away the Hollow Knight. They're saying they must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace. So they don't want me to break these seals. That's the three of them. Hair of the Beast, Monomon the Teacher, and then Luriel the Watcher. Those guys are called Dreamers because they are dreaming right now. They're asleep somewhere else. And I gotta go hunt them down and murder them. And that is the plot of Hollow Knight, is I have to murder some guys that are sleeping. Yes. That is what the game is about. Well, it's not what it's about. It's the plot of the game. The game is about... I don't know. It's about a lot of things. Hubris. I don't even know what the main theme would be. It's a good question. I've never really thought about that. I don't think I'm going to unlock any of these areas because typically there's a bunch of blockades sitting around here that you can go unlock right now, but I don't think I'm ever coming back this way, so there's really no reason to. Anyway, the main theme? I don't know what the main theme of this game would be. Desolation. I mean, definitely what I was talking about earlier about small but mighty. Oh, I love this guy. This might be one of my favorite characters, too. Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ringing of a station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of... There you go, Hallownest. There you go, that's the kingdom's name. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I'll take you where you need to go. And we are going to go to Dirtmouth. Because I'm going to make some purchases. See, I love this. I love this. It just fleshes out the world. And it's nice to have this guy as like an actual person, or a creature. Near the surface, I believe there's a town here. You should take the opportunity to rest. The place was once full of travelers coming and going. It seems much quieter now. You bet your ass it is. It just fleshes out the world more, you know, rather than it being like a car or a mechanical thing. And there are some mechanical transportations in the game, but those are also kind of interesting too, how they got there and what they were used for before. What a turn. Our shopkeepers, I love this too, that this guy kind of like updates you on the progress. Like, this guy's just sitting up here literally by himself, and people are coming back and shops are opening and all this shit's going on, and he's got no idea. He's got no idea that you're out there saving people's lives and doing all of this stuff. What a turn. Our shopkeepers come home. Who could have fucking known that? Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him. If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition, that's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. This guy is a bit of a... yeah, I never thought I'd see such a thing. The stag station is open. That building lay silent since before even my time. Well, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines of web tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. See, okay, so that's nice. That's nice. He's content, so that's good. He sure does bitch a lot for somebody who's content, though. So this is the guy. This is Sly. This is the guy we rescued earlier. I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling little trinkets. If you're planning a trip below, yeah, we're definitely going to need some of this stuff. I'm going to get that right off the bat. This is going to help because this...
Nada.
Have some orientation. And one more. Fuck it. Splurge a little. That's good. All place to end up, we picked this dreary town. I thought I'd temporarily stop, and my husband became obsessed with that old ruin. Now he's spending all his time down there here. He argues cartography is a sound business, better than you, who's buying. Yeah, so she bitches a lot, but she's sweet too. The Elder Bug, I don't remember what the Elder Bug has to say. And I'm not even talking to this guy. This guy is a pain in my ass. This guy just insults you constantly. So I'm not even gonna bother. This guy insults you too, but... Salama. I love that. Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no greater warriors in this decaying burrow. Certain arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there, and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come and find me if you dare. So that guy's a bit of a prick too sometimes, but he's a bit of an elitist, I guess. Gates not open kind of guy. You gotta do it his way or the highway. That's another thing, is that all these bugs have like a legitimate personality, you know? And it's not like, you know, they're not super round characters or anything, but it's nice that they have interests and desires and like basic levels of... Where am I going, by the way? And basic levels of... Where the fuck am I going, actually? I'll know where I see it. I don't know. They're just not super cookie cutter. They've actually got something interesting to say, usually. Where does this go? I don't actually remember where I'm supposed to be going, so we're just gonna play around with it for a second. I play around with it because I'll know when I see it where I gotta be going here. Pretty sure I've got to go left at some point here. Yeah, I think I remember it now. Yeah, I do. I do remember it. Thank you very much. This way. No, not this way. This way. There we go. And see, oh, see, even that is like a little indication. I think this is an indication. I'm pretty sure that this little thing right here, I don't know if I can break it, but I don't really want to. I'm pretty sure it's pointing down, as in saying this is the direction to go downwards, you know? So that's like, yeah, you can't break it. So it's just all these little hints, little tips as to how to maneuver and get around, you know, this massive fucking world. And this isn't the only way that you can go, but it is the way that I'm going because it has access to a special charm that's going to make my life a lot easier and make combat go a lot faster. Especially with certain bosses that can just be damage sponges for 6 hours. Wait, what was that? There's a thing there. You hear that? I never knew that. Oh. Why would you want that? Why would you need this, ever? That's so not necessary. I guess I kind of need it, I guess, but... Which fucking way am I going here? I don't think it's this way. Oh, there, that's why. Okay, well that makes sense then. That's a power that you can use when I don't have it, but... Okay. Fungal wastes, new area. And I believe I am going in the right direction. Oop! Almost got me there. Here we go. This is what I want. I don't have even close to enough money. What am I doing? I'm not even close. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Yeah. I can do that, but... Son of a bitch, I'm like 500 away. I don't know what I was thinking. Fuck. That's it. That's the one I want. Okay, well, let's go... Fuck. I don't even know what to do now. I mean, I don't need it, but... I don't really plan on coming back this way again. I'm gonna have to make a separate detour. Son of a bitch. Well, this actually is quicker, so let's just do this. Fuck it. So that is... Wait, no. What's the way I gotta go? I think left is the way... Let's go right. Let's go right just for the sake of it. I'm gonna be out here doing this bullshit anyway. Might as well learn the route. Yes. Oh... Gotta be careful with those. Those are... Oh, son of a bitch. What? That's some bullshit. I was just gonna say those do 2 damage. That's some bullshit. Team Cherry? Bullshit. Yeah, it's this way. Okay, this is not where I thought I was going, but it is the right way. Searching for dangerous places? Aye? Well, you're on the right track. Long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down. Long-necked critter? I wonder what she's talking about. Warrior swords, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. Oh, well, you're gonna get it. Boom, boom. I gotta start collecting money now, because I need to afford that charm. That is gonna be very helpful having that. I mean, I'll need it by the end of the game, for sure. There's no way I can... I mean, I could beat the game without it, but it's just, there's no reason that I should. It's going to make my life significantly easier. Oh, I don't need this. These are so much fun. That's another thing, is the mechanics, just they're all so clean, you know? They just feel crisp and just super nice. not again. It's not that way. It's this way. And then again, more indications. You see the little, these are like spikes with dead bug heads on them, right? And that's the thing that these guys, this next area, these guys do. So it's kind of like indicating like this is the way that you need to go. Man, I sure wish I had fragile strength. Make my life a lot easier. That's a bullshit parry. Oh, come on, get out of here. Double. Let's go. Wanderers seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. That is a cocky-ass thing to say. Especially when I were to go destroy your elders. I'll take that. Where am I going here? Sure, why not? Nope. I'm just gonna rip through this, I don't... Oh, I need that though. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Jeez, these guys do not want me to get through here. Oh, I thought it was going to be so clean. Oh, what are you going to do? Alright, well I've gotten a good amount of Geo at least. Just so we're all on the same page, Geo is the money, the currency. I'm not going to keep saying money, I'm just going to call it Geo. And Soul is the stuff that I collect when I hit somebody. You see how in the top left corner I gain Soul when I... Oh, fuck you. I'm using Soul to heal right now. I'm going to go get more. That's a weird way to do that. Anyway, next. I already did that. Whoops. Okay, now we can move on to the next sort of semi-boss. We're going to do another optional boss, just because it gives me a really good charm that I will not be able to use yet, kind of, but it will be very useful as we go. This is a good run so far, though. Oh yeah, I need to do that anyway. Come on, almost got there. So you gotta go all the way. I hate how they do this every single time. Every single playthrough, I'm gonna have to do this exact same thing where I go to the bottom. Really unlocked that are actually useful. I don't know what kinds of powers I'm going to get. I don't have to get all of them. But I probably will get most of them at least. I'm not going to spend too much time fucking around getting things that don't matter. I'm only going to do the stuff that actually is going to help me, because if I'm making these playthroughs 10 to 20 hours a piece, like, that's a lot of time to potentially just throw away at a death at the end of the game, you know? If I go through 10 hours and then I die to Hollow Knight, which doesn't typically happen, but it is possible, very possible. The Hollow Knight is not an easy boss by any means. See, this is another good little indication, is that they just have the whole... There's a big fucking door, and then the little door opens after the small shake. Just little indications, you know, little indications of what's going on. Little design choices that they made that help the player a little bit. And all games do that, of course. All games provide little hints and ways of guiding the player to do what they want them to do, but... Oh yeah, I forgot I had a little cling now. Can I get this guy? Nope. Alright, fine. But this game, I don't know. Just how it all comes together, I guess. It's one of the things I like about it so much. You know, there's not... I don't think I would say there's a single weak aspect of this entire game, you know? The story, while convoluted, maybe not convoluted, obtuse is probably a better word for it. It's just super obtuse. Like, they don't explain anything, really. And there's really very little indication of what's happening at all, other than a couple of conversations. But that's kind of what I like about it, you know? It's this desolate kingdom. Imagine everybody soliloquizing or whatever. That would kind of be annoying, wouldn't it? Don't you think? I don't know, whatever. I like it. I like the way they do it. It's kind of like Dark Souls, how Dark Souls tells their stories. Alright, let's go! What a great tune. Come on, buddy. Just good run so far. Good clean run. With these guys, honestly, they're a tough boss. Like, you're not supposed to be able to. You're not supposed to be beating these guys this early, you know. Oh, that's stupid. But once you know how to beat them, it really isn't a matter of... Fuck, why did I do the same thing again? It's not a matter of being strong or anything. It's just knowing how to win against these guys, because they're really not that difficult. It's an algorithm. I'm going to say that a lot of things probably. But it's an algorithm, you know? The guy shows up... Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Well, I fucking deserve that one. Son of a bitch. That's the first time I've lost to those guys in a long goddamn time. Tempting the feet, one proves their courage. May your shade at last find rest. Well, that's a good place to end it, because fuck. Bitch. That one. Well, this might take a little longer than I thought it was going to. Thanks for joining me.